welcome back to my channel. It's Cerise here. In today's video, you guys see my eyes are empty, and you guys know by the title what this is. This is the mini blood sugar palette review. Now, I'm really excited for this because the packaging is just so uber cute. It's so cute, and I was like, oh, I can wear my nice snuggly warm white hoodie as well, my Jeffree style hoodie. So I'm excited to unbox this one and do a look on a mini palette. I am obsessed with the mini palettes. I think they're really cool, really versatile, easy to take with you wherever you want, and they're an affordable price point. So this one does retail for $28 US, this one does. And you can get it off the Jeffree style website or Beautylish. I got mine off Beautylish because it ships to New Zealand the quickest if you are living in a different kind of country compared to America. Beautylish is a really good one to send to you. So I'm excited to try this and have a look at it. So why don't you come closer and let's look at the pack. Alright, so this is the palette here. Well, this is the box anyway. The box is so cute, so iconic. I love the glittery red. It's so pretty. And then this is the back side here. So these are vegan and cruelty free and comes with 9 shadows. This was like these colors. There is originals from the palette and there's only one new shade. All the other ones do come in the blood sugar palette. So if you like the blood sugar palette and you like these ones, this might be for you. Otherwise, it might be a miss for some people. That's the inside of the box there. Very cute box. And then, oh, look at this. I love how it's got his face on it. I think that's very iconic. I would have much rather it to have looked like that. I think that would have been really cute to match the new packaging of the blood sugar palette as well. But that's what it looks like there. And then this is the back here with the emblem, the logo. It's very cute, very iconic. It's a very nice designer blood, deep unicorn blood kind of red. So that's really cute. So let's open her up. That is what we look like there. Yeah, so those are the new shades there. We have a white, we have shade Glucose, Sugarcane, Ouch, Candy Floss, Wisdom, Sweetener, Prick, Cherry Soda, and Coma. So a nice good array where you could get mainly a reddy kind of toned eye, but I feel like this Wisdom is definitely going to have to be the main color that we choose here. I'm going to have to swatch these ones to kind of see how they go now. So this is shade Glucose. This is a very matte, very soft feeling formula. Hasn't really translated that well on my arm, as you can see, but it's still like semi-pigmented. Then we've got shade Sugarcane here. Just get that. It's a very, again, a very, very nice shade, but very, very light. This palette, I don't know if it's going to translate very well on my eyes, just because these are very, very light for my skin tone around my eyes, these three here. So we'll see how the other ones translate. We've got shade Ouch, which is the only kind of warm toned color, unless you count this red here. So very interesting to kind of see what it would be like. It's a very nice brown though, do like that, very, very nice. Then we've got shade Candy Floss, so that's there. Then we've got the new shade Wisdom, which does feel quite gritty compared to the other ones. Looks like a nice kind of metallic-y kind of red. Oh, it reminds me a lot of Christmas. It's a very Christmassy color. Then we've got Sweetener, which I adore. I think that's a beautiful shade. I love the iridescency. It's the kind of fiery look. I really like those colors, so I'm definitely gonna have to use that as well. Then we've got shade Coma, which I feel like is gonna be the perfect kind of smoky eye, the perfect purple. Not as vibrant as it looks like it should be, but you know, it's fine. Then we've got shade Cherry Soda as well, which is a nice vibrant red. And then we've got shade Prick here as well. So that's shade Prick. It's a nice light cherry kind of red. The swatches aren't as amazing as what I thought they would be. They probably will translate better on the eyes if they are the same formula as the blood sugar palette, because they do translate very well on the eyes. But these swatches are pretty like mediocre. Looking at the color palette, I'm not like, oh my god, I'm obsessed, I need that palette. If you've already got the blood sugar palette, you probably don't need this one, to be honest. But it is nice if you don't have the blood sugar, you want an introductory to reds. I think that this is kind of the right kind of palette, the right kind of vibe if you just want a mini kind of on the go palette. The red does stain your fingers. I've wiped this off and it is just not coming off, so that is stuck on there. It's just getting all over my hands, the red. So this is probably a palette that is going to stain the eyes. Very nice, very nice. Can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to wipe it off just so you guys can see if it is going to stain as well. So that's with a dry wipe, just to see how they stay on. I'll just get a wet wipe now just to see if it will actually come off. Just to see, because this will do it to your eyes. Just think, like, if it stains your arm, it's going to stain your eyes. So you can still slightly see it, but it's not as bad as it originally was. But those red tones are definitely going to be one that probably stains a wee bit, but that's all right. As for the actual color story though, I do think it's a really nice array of colors, but definitely if you do have the Blood Sugar palette, you won't need this one, because that row, that row, that row, and that row, all of those are in the original Blood Sugar palette. This is the only new shade that's in there. So I've got the original Blood Sugar here so you can actually see how they match. Ugh. And yeah, so it's got all of the shades in it except this one. So if you've already got it, you probably will not need this one, unless you're obsessing over that color, but you know, if you've already got it, it's probably not worth it. But we'll see if it's worth it by itself. If you don't already own the Blood Sugar palette, that's what we're here for. We're here to review this palette only. And for the minute, the color story, it's nice, it's simple. It's if you love reds, this is going to be a palette for you. Alrighty, so we've got a wee mirror here, so let's just peel this off because we can. Oh my gosh, am I going to be able to peel you off? Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Here's a little nibby bit here, which is, this is a really hard one to like pull up. There we go. Yes. Now I can see what I am doing on my eyes. Alrighty, so I think what I might do is, I'm going to start with tape because I've been really obsessed with lately. This is a little washi tape dispenser. I've been obsessed with putting tape on my eyes because it just makes the application so much nicer and I love it. So I just stick it to my leg to get the application well on, like to make it not so sticky when I apply it. So I'm going to do this because I just think that the eyeshadow looks way more crisp and you can be way more messy with it and you don't need to stress as much. So I'm using tape because I just think it's easier and then we can get really bold and crazy. So I'm excited. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the shade Cherry Soda on my outer eye because that's a really dark red. So I'm going to kind of put it here. I'm not a huge like red person with eyeshadows, so I am excited to kind of see what kind of look I create here. I'm not excited for the amount of staining that I'll have because all kind of pinky reddy pigments do have a lot of staining power, so we will see. What is currently on my eye base is just concealer on there, so I've only just got concealer on there as a kind of base and foundation too. So I'm just going to blend that as the outer kind of color there, and you'll see how crisp the line is afterwards. It's just so nice. So this color is applying very, very well. Very, very nice. I feel like you wouldn't be able to get a whole nude kind of thing with this palette, but you definitely be able to get the red. I mean, it is a red palette, so you've got to like take that into consideration with putting it on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the shade. I'm going to try and see if Sugarcane works. I'm gonna see if it works. I'm using that same brush just because I've wiped it on my cloth that's here. Yeah, if you can see that by that, Sugarcane is definitely way too light. Let's try the glucose. Let's see. I mean, obviously it's white, but we'll see if that actually makes a difference on my eye. Glucose definitely does make a difference on my eye, but that Sugarcane is just kind of like a white powder on my eye. Which sounds weird because glucose seems like it would be a white powder on my eye, but it's actually creating white. That's just more like my skin color on my eye. Like it's not really adding to it. So I think we're gonna have to go with a different kind of color with that. So that's a little bit annoying because I kind of don't want to use the brown. I feel like the brown might be too harsh with it. But maybe like, should we use the brown? I don't know. We'll use Prick. We'll use this color here. We'll blend that in. That can be like this base-ish area. I wonder if they will just kind of mold together. I'm gonna use a different brush because I know people are going to be like, oh, you're molding it together because you're using the same brush. Well, now here's a different brush, so we'll see if the colors actually fade together or not. This brush is not wanting to pick up this color, but this color is super fallouty on my skin. What is going on here? I feel like they are literally blending to be the same red. There's like slight difference here. Slight difference. Once I've added some definition and things, I want to try and use kind of almost every color if we can help it. Oh no, that definitely seems like a different shade. That's good. Okay. We got this. We got this. I'm using this shade on the inside. I just feel like one eye just looks better than the other. Do you guys find that as well? Like one eye is just looking bomb and then one's just like meh. This one could be because I've legitimately used so many different shades on this eye, trying to get that kind of color, so that could be why it's not transiting as well. Just pay attention to this eye from now on. I feel like this is the eye we want to be looking at. Then I'm going to get another kind of buffery brush. I'm going to get shade Coma. I'm going to add some more definition kind of into this part, like the kind of creasy part of my eye. I'm going to add a bit of definition there, just to kind of hollow out my eye bones, my skull. Just hollow it out. So just like that, we're just adding a little bit of definition. Don't know I'm talking like that now. Just really want to define that wee line there. I mean, don't get me wrong, these colours are pretty. I feel like that brown just does not fit in well though. Like, I feel like the brown could have been swapped for like even the hot pink that was in the palette. I think that would have looked really cool instead of this brown. I feel like the brown just doesn't really work. Alright, now that I've hollowed out my eyes like that, I think what I'm going to do is get shade Wisdom on the finger, and I'm just going to go in and just put that all over my eye. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's cute. And I suppose if you wanted, you could cut your crease, but I feel like my finger works just as well. Just putting that all over the lid there. So it's all over my lid on that side. I'll just get this side here. And then we're going to redefine that purple as well. I feel like that's super sparkly. That looks really good. It's actually quite glittery as well. Like, even though it's got the metallicness in it, it's actually quite glittery. See that? And then we're just going to get this brush again. Just buff out this side. Buff out up there as well. Just add some more. And we're going to add some more purple. Just to really define it now that this glitter's kind of covered some of it up. And go in that area there. So just get shade Coma. Then I feel like I want to use a inner corner highlighty color. So I'm thinking I might use shade Sweetener because I really like that shade. I'm just going to get a kind of pointy brush. I'm just going to go in this area here. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take the tape off. And see how defined that line is. See how much better that is? But I just need to get rid of, just on here, it's spread over there. So we'll just kind of blend that off. And just blend that down. It's annoying with red because it's hard to kind of blend it in. Because you do have to use like your other kind of brush because it looks crazy if you blend it out. Because it just looks like high blush. So now I'm just going to carry on that darker Coma color, that purple color just underneath my eye. I think that looks quite good. I think I want to add the shade Cherry Soda just on the outer part there. I just kind of blend it down just because I feel like it's a bit more hard out on this side. That's better. Alright, so now I think I just need to add liner and lashes, and I think like real good. I think that's a pretty like nice eye look, especially with that red in there. I'm like almost like want to put a little bit more just on this part, like this main part of my eye here. Because just the sparkly gold in it is just so pretty as well. I just add it like there. I think that's super pretty. What do you guys think? I'm just going to put on mascara and eyeliner and be right back. So that is the final look there. That's the eye look done. I think it's really, really pretty. I, of course, have big lashes on, so whenever I have big lashes on, I feel like it just automatically looks pretty, even if you don't think it's that great. If you guys are wondering what my lips are, it is the Jeffree Star Jouer Topper that came out a million years ago. As for this palette, what do I genuinely think of this palette? Now, with this palette, I really like it. I like the colors that it's got. I like the gold red, I like this shade here and these 3 shades. For me personally, it's not something that I would like need if I've already got the blood sugar. Like if you've already got this blood sugar palette, you will not need this palette. If you're a collector, yes, get it. But if you don't have the blood sugar palette and you really like reds, this is a very good introductory palette to reds. The Arch color I think is just silly having it there. They should definitely have like a more pinky tone or even a lighter purple or something. But yeah, like the color story, it kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't make sense. It's got like all your favorites in there. It's a nice palette if you just want to take away some reddy tones, you want a mini red palette, this is the one for you. But if you have the blood sugar, I don't think that this one is needed. Definitely is a cute palette, and if you don't have blood sugar, like I said, you would like this. It's a nice, wee cute little introductory red palette for a good price point. It's pretty, it's cute, easy to take around. The colors all worked nicely on my eyes. They blended well, really nice and creamy formula, easy to work with. So no complaints with the actual colors there. So how would I rate this palette? If I didn't have the blood sugar palette, yeah, awesome, love it, amazing. Because I have the blood sugar palette, I'm like, meh, can kind of sit on it. But because if I didn't have it, I definitely would be like, I love that. I know I've repeated it 1,000 times, but sometimes you need to repeat it a few times for people to get the message. So yeah, I actually really do like this palette. It's not needed though, but I do genuinely like this palette and think it's cute, and the colors look incredible. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like this eye look? Do you guys like this palette in general? What do you think? Is it cute? Is it cute? Like, what are you thinking? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Then let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!